Welcome to another episode, Change Tomorrow Today. It's always a treat when the gentlemen's meet.
Church!
I'm your host, Al.
Hey, man, y'all know I'm Ralph, baby.
Today we have a special guest in the building, Fabio.
Yes, sir.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on? Thank you for having me.
Man, you're welcome, man. Fabio here, man, is a very interesting guest, man. He's actually a brand ambassador for Valon, which you guys see us displaying. It's an alcohol drink. We want to caution you guys that's underage. This is not for you guys. This is for 21 and older. It's not for kids. And if you guys are drinking and you're older, drink responsibly and be safe out there, okay? My man, Fab, what's up, baby?
What's up, man?
You know how we getting down, baby. Yeah, I'm glad. Thank you for coming through,
Thank
man.
you for coming through, Fabio.
Yeah, no, I appreciate
We
y'all,
really
man.
appreciate you
Yeah.
coming
Been a
through.
long
man.
time coming, man.
Yes, absolutely, man.
What you been up to, Fab, man?
Shoot, man, just staying focused, been working.
Yeah.
You know, the saga continues, man. Now we just, representing Beyond, making
Yeah.
sure that right now we trying to make this the biggest thing in the world.
Mm.
That's really the focus right now. Sovereign Brands, Brett Bearish.
Yeah.
So I got, I earned my way up, and how they say good luck is when you're ready for when opportunity arises, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess it got to that point. You feel me?
Yeah.
So down here is only two of us that represent this. We're the brand ambassadors, So yeah, my job right now, is this is a luxurious, rich vibe. It's for gentlemen like ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People who work hard, who are persistent, got a vision. Go against all odds and still persevere. So this is more of a toast and celebration to all the hustlers and businessmen.
Okay, I hear that, man.
Yeah, bro.
Before we go into more in depth of what you got going on currently,
Absolutely.
let's talk about, man. Where you from, man?
So I'm from nationality is Honduran, man. From Left Eye TOC.
Oh, you from Honduras?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was born in Honduras. Came out here when I was like 3.
Yeah.
Went to little Haiti. Learned English in little Haiti.
You learn Haitian English.
Right.
Like I said.
Like I said, man. So yeah, came through, landed in little Haiti, man. Grew up there since pre-K, daycare. All the way to 5th grade. Then the 5th grade, then transpired over to North Miami. You know what I mean?
Sac Passe again. Sac Passe.
Sac shout out.
Yeah,
Shout out
North
to
Miami,
them.
yeah.
So you spent most of your time in a little Haiti, North Miami area?
Yeah,
correct?
my whole
Okay.
time, yeah.
Got it.
Man, you won't believe this, bro. The main focus is on you. But we got we have a pioneer in the house, man.
Right here.
Okay.
Pioneers. So all my pioneers that are watching.
Pioneers, man.
I was a pioneer for less than half a school year.
Hey, I love my charges. I love you guys.
I knew you was going to do that. That's
my
why I
charges.
did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So you went to North Miami and everything, right?
Yeah.
How was it out there, man, growing up?
It was more peaceful than little Haiti.
Mm-hmm.
You remember Dangerous Minds?
Mm-hmm.
I heard of
The movie
Dangerous
from
Minds.
Dangerous
Yeah,
Minds?
the movie.
Yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer?
Yeah.
To me, my elementary was Dangerous Minds. That's
And Little Haiti.
yeah,
Okay.
Shadowlawn. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
by the
okay.
time I went to North Miami Middle, not to take nothing away from nobody, but yeah, man, North Miami is definitely like, Little Haiti showed me how to fight. North Miami showed me how to hustle.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense with North Miami. That makes sense.
Mhm. So yeah, it was single mother. I was raised by a single mother, 2 older brothers.
Yeah.
So it was tough.
Yeah.
It was tough, man. So we had to do what we had to do to,
To make do.
yeah.
If you don't mind me asking, man, where was Pops?
I don't know.
Oh, you like me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what he looked like. None of that. I'm not concerned about that. You know what I mean? So it's a good example. It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough for us to grow up without that kind of guidance because
Right.
we learn on our own. It's our job to mold ourselves, and you know what I'm saying. So it's not so simple, and not all of us are lucky to be able to avoid the traps that's set for us.
Yeah, the
That's-
pitfalls.
Right, the pitfalls
Yeah,
and
because
stuff.
usually we end up in jail, we end up getting killed, we end up majority of us end up
Somewhere other than living life in a
right,
good manner. Yeah.
right, man. So I can't, it's not so easy to say like, yeah, anybody could do it,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, it wasn't so easy like that. Single mother, she worked all the time. She did her best though.
Right.
She did what she had to do. She ain't never put no man in the house.
That's respect.
That's
You feel
respect.
me?
Yeah,
That's
that's good.
love
That's
and
good.
respect.
Shout
That's
out to
similar
my
to
mama.
what you were saying about your mother. Remember?
Right, yeah.
That's respect.
Mhm.
My mom was the same way.
She ain't put no stepdad, none of that. You feel me? No man in and out the house, no begging men for nothing. Like my mom worked hard, bro. Like she worked, raised
Wow.
3 boys in Little Haiti, and
Wow.
she gave us Christmas, gave us Thanksgiving. We had clothes for school. No, we ain't have all the drip. but we had enough. So,
Got it.
you
Mom
feel me?
Duke still around?
Yeah, absolutely. Amen
Okay,
to that.
blessing.
Yeah,
That's a
Yeah,
blessing.
that's
man.
good.
yeah. So, you know, she's a strong woman, man. So to me, she's a great example of, you know, what a good woman should be. A strong woman. You know, a woman that can show the world, like, yeah, you know, I got against all odds too, but I don't mean I got to go chase after a man or sell myself or, you know, whatever it is to degrade yourself or do something you don't want to do. You get what I'm saying, ladies? You know, so it's a good example. So I keep that. Now, when I meet women like that feel like they need to, you know,
Mhm.
tell them you don't got to.
Got
Yeah,
it.
You know what I'm
Got it.
saying?
Yeah.
Got it.
So growing up must have been kind of rough, man, in those areas that you grew up in, the time you grew up in.
Yeah.
Well, that was like the 90s, right?
Yeah.
Mid 90s going into.
Early 90s.
Yeah.
Hurricane Andrew days.
Mm.
Hurricane
Oh,
Andrew.
okay.
Yeah.
So you was around for Hurricane Andrew.
Yeah,
days.
oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Okay.
bro. Oh yeah, that was serious. That was, to this day, the scariest hurricane I ever seen.
Yeah, that was. That was.
That was supernatural.
Let me ask you a question. Being that I know you, we know each other
Yeah.
very well. Let me ask you this: in your adolescent years, man, growing up, like you said, in North Miami and Little Haiti, and of course now you're a grown man now. When you think back about those time and days, whatever, right? What's the most important lesson that stuck with you as an adolescent, bro, that you still use today in your grown stage?
I would say, man, is, you know, it's one thing that all of us have as kids is that we tend to follow. We tend to want to be like our friends or, you know, try to keep up with an image or, you know, whatever your friends think it should be. You try to be
Right.
that role. And then, you know, I think that the biggest lesson I learned was like I try to tell the kids now, man, like, listen to yourself. Don't follow the herd. If it's 9 of y'all and 8 of y'all is doing some crazy stuff and, you know, they don't want to focus, they don't want to finish school or, you know, they don't want to focus on the task and they want to go do some crazy stuff, I would suggest, man, focus on you. Don't follow people because that could throw you off and that could hurt you. It could set you back.
I agree.
So, you know, to me, that's what I feel happened. With certain things, yeah, I
So
think, you know,
that's your most important lesson in your adolescence?
I'd say that, man, you know what I'm saying? I would say that, bro, like, you know, make sure you know what you want to do and, regardless if people think it's cool or not, or they want to look down on you, you know, that peer pressure
Yeah.
of us being teenagers, you know what I'm saying? So to me, my biggest lesson was that because I feel like I threw away a lot of major situations.
Okay. What do you mean by that when you say major situations?
Like, it's kind of hard to say. Let me see if I could word it. But more like, you know, I would say something that could have changed my life a while ago.
Okay.
A record deal.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's being loyal to, you know,
Mhm.
my homies. They wanted to walk out the situation. You know what I'm saying? And me being a friend, not thinking clear, not thinking business. You feel me?
Mhm.
Not having that business structure, that mental structure to be like, okay, yeah, I understand your feelings, but at the end of the day, doing this is gonna take us to the next.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I kind of threw that away by sticking to loyalty to, you know, my homies. I don't regret it or nothing, but it does make me think back like, damn, maybe I could have just did that. And, you know, they didn't understand it then. But maybe if I would have stuck there and I would have did that, then, you know,
Yeah.
then I could have came back to the table and be like, I told you, bro,
Yeah.
we got this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say that, like, yeah, man, like, it's not about being selfish, but it's more like, to tell these kids, man, like, if you got a vision, you got a plan, you got an idea, you got a hunch. Because, you know, sometimes we'll think of something and you get that feeling like,
Right.
I think that gonna work. That could be dope. Stick to that, man. You know? I would say that.
Put the work in.
Yeah, stick to that. Even if nobody believe, everybody think you crazy, go for it. Time gonna pass anyways. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So might as well stick to it and go for it, man, and forget about trying to please others and, you know, they're going to look at me this way. My friends going to think about me this way. Damn, I should go do that with them because if I do this, they're going to make fun of me and
Yeah.
I'm not this.
Right.
And, you know, the ignorance, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that's one of the biggest lessons was that where it's like I should have protected my interests a little more.
Okay.
Yeah, but as a younger man, you don't really know that though.
You don't.
See, that's why they say hindsight is 20/20.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Hindsight is 20/20. Let's talk high school, man.
High school.
What was high school like?
It was weird, man, because, you know, I came from Little Haiti. So, I mean, by the time I got to high school, I already knew people.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But I was already like I said, you know, and my mom did the best she could for us, but I wasn't the kid that had all the clothes in the world. I didn't have all the fly kicks in the world, so I would come days I didn't have clothes, you know what I'm saying, that week.
So you was repeating clothes,
Right.
basically. Yeah,
You know-
I repeat clothes too, man. I
You know,
what you mean.
so that that'll affect the kid. You feel me? That'll affect how you seen, how you feel about yourself. You know what I'm saying? As a teenager. So it was all right, but it was always strange like that, man. You know, so I end up I got caught up with the wrong crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I end up doing other things instead of being able to focus on work and school, and I was doing other things and. Then when I started to feel like that, bro, I ain't got no trouble, man. Drip, man, damn, boy, this shit. So I started to skip.
Right.
I started to skip. So then I already started failing freshman year. I already started failing freshman year. So they by the end of ninth grade, I went to 10th grade, and then I was labeled a 10th grader. What's it called? A junior.
Right.
I was labeled a junior, and then like 3 weeks later, man, they demoted me back to 9th grade.
You mean 10th grade?
Yeah, 10th
10th
grade. They took me back. That killed my school spirit.
Because you was missing credits.
Yeah, I was behind, so that killed my school spirit. You know what I'm saying? So then I had like 10th grade classes, 9th grade classes. So it wasn't a smooth ride. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you it was. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult times for me.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So then I ain't make it to 11th.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't make it.
Yeah.
They got rid of me.
Wow.
But you ended up graduating, right?
Nah,
No?
I didn't.
Oh, you just left it alone?
I didn't. I got kicked out, man. They kicked me out. I had 75 unexcused absences.
Wow.
I'm not saying kids do this, all right? Don't do this. Make your life easier. Stay in school. Things will go smoother. You feel me? That's not what I'm trying to. You get what I'm saying?
Promote,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But
You're
I'm
not
just being-
promoting that.
I'm just being 100, you know? So
Yeah.
so yeah, I had 75 unexcused absences, man. My mom ain't know. She ain't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, back in the day it was different, man.
Yeah.
The technology was different. You know, parents wasn't getting calls directly from your cell phone.
Right.
So your child was absent today.
Just send
you
a
know what I mean?
postcard to the house.
Right.
Yeah.
North Miami, what they used to do is they'll call your house like around 2:40 if you miss school. So what I'll do is I'll skip, make sure I'm at the house, pick up the phone. Hello. Yes. Okay. Yeah. It's Fabio's parents. Yes, uncle. It's his uncle. You know.
Right.
And then
Wow.
75 times. After the 75th time, my mom found out, and she kicked me out. You feel me? So yeah, I grew up early. That made me grow up real early. You feel me?
Oh, you said your mom Dukes kicked you out.
Mhm.
Kicked you out the house.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
2
yeah.
weeks after I got kicked out of high school, she threw me.
So what happened after that?
Man. So what happened after that, man, is I'm gonna keep it 1,000. It was the streets that took me in.
Mhm.
It was not to promote all, you know what I mean? But we're gonna be honest. It was the gangsters that took me in to be like, yo, you ain't got nowhere to go. You can come crash over here.
Mhm.
You know, you can come stay over here. So I used to, travel from
House to house. Yeah.
Right. Have some clothes over here, have some clothes over there.
Yeah.
3 days over here, 3 days over there. You know what I'm saying? And all the kids that had parents, and you feel me? Like
Yeah.
friends that I thought were the homies that, they had that good two parent household. Oh, they turned their back, man. It was the streets that was like, nah, fat, we got you. You hungry here, man? Some Chinese food from the Ave, Yeah, bro, you can vibe right here. And that's how it went. And I lived like that for a couple years, man. And then that's what started to transpire into the music. And
Yeah, I want to get into that,
You know,
man.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into that.
Let's get into the music stage of it all,
Yeah.
man. You was in a group.
yeah, so first it was me and my dog.
First, what got you into music, man?
All right, man. So music, that goes way back, man. Because since I was little, like we was talking about, I've been a painter. You know what I'm saying? I know how to draw. I know how to, you know what I mean? So that was one of my things when I first was a kid. Drawing the comic books,
Right.
learning how to shade with different pencils. You know what I'm saying? Because my middle brother, he's an artist.
Okay.
So he showed me how to draw. You know what I'm saying? So I always had that. So then I learned about graffiti, man.
Mm-hmm.
Then I peeped graffiti. I would see graffiti on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, I want to learn how to do them words.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a homie, man, that he actually went to North Miami Middle. He was already like a B-boy. He was, a graffiti artist already.
Okay.
So he showed me how to write the alphabet and freestyle. The A's, the B's, you know what I'm saying? So I started freestyling, you know what I mean? And I already knew how to draw, so by the time I learned how to freestyle my name and stuff, I started to do pieces.
Okay.
Because there's different terms in graffiti. Pieces, throw-ups, a masterpiece. The masterpiece is the nice things we see in Wynwood. Or pieces like the bubble letters with the half shade, you feel me? A throw-up is a quick little freestyle. So I started doing that, and I started bombing Biscayne. Remember the trailer parks?
Yeah.
I started going hard, man. So then I did that. Then fast forward, you know, we come to find out graffiti is an element of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Hip hop's made 4 elements, you know what I'm saying? So it's graffiti, break dances, DJ, and MC.
Mm.
So then I fell in love with graffiti, and I already love music. So I started to play with rap.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? I started to play with rap by listening to Big Pun, Capital Punishment. So what I would do was a game, you know, try to rap along. That's how it started.
Mm-hmm.
So I started dabbing into the MC skill, but I didn't think the MC skill was gonna be the one that stuck.
Mhm.
So I wanted to be a DJ too.
Okay.
But mama couldn't afford them $1,400 needles and, you know, turntables and, you know what I'm saying? So I go to Mars Music on Biscayne with my burn CDs and be there for hours trying to scratch on the CDJ or whatever. But that wasn't something that was realistic that I could have, you know? Then I started breakdancing. I started being a B-boy, you know? So I was like 4 elements all the way, and it was the MC that stuck.
Okay.
It was the MC that stuck, you know. I started learning how to play the words, you know. My English still wasn't good. My English got good by the time, 18.
Mm.
Then I started to get that perfect English. You know what I'm saying? So I had to work on that. I still had that accent. So then the MCs was stuck, man. Then I used to be in 8th grade, bro, freestyling. You know, North Miami Middle, we used to be in the hallways freestyling. You know, we used to have the group of hip hop kids. You know, you guys seen it when you got somebody in the class that start with the pencil, boy, start doing that
Yeah,
beat.
starting doing the beat.
So I would just start jumping in. Then we started recording. I started recording probably about 14, man. I started recording. Nobody knew it though. So I started developing. By the time I show anybody I could rap, I was already 17. So by the time they heard, they were like, damn, okay, this ain't no.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So that's how rap stuck, man. When I got kicked out of high school, I couldn't go to night school. That's why I couldn't finish. You know, certain things, you know, I don't know if I should say on the air, you know, but certain things stopped me from, you know, through the system, you feel me? Through the way this country's designed.
Right.
It's designed to stop certain people in certain positions from progressing.
Okay.
You get me? So I couldn't get a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't go to night school because, you know, I needed certain things. So then that's when they realized, like, yo, what else can I do in this country if I can't even work at McDonald's if I want to get a regular 9 to 5? So I'm like, so what I'm gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought about it. I started researching what's up with entertainment. Oh, America loves entertainment. Oh, this is the biggest thing in this country.
True.
Oh, entertainment, they're willing to, as long as you can entertain us, we'll give you anything you want.
Mm-hmm.
So then I made my mind up at 16. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go for this music. Instead of being a statistic, how, you know, that's probably another conversation or something, you feel me? We could talk about them systematic traps that are set here to force us as a people in a position to where it sets us up to fail. You know, to put your back against the wall, to set you up to fail. Either you're going to catch a charge, your necessity's going to take over, desperation, hunger. You know, people think hunger's a joke. And they'll be like, I'll never do nothing like that. I'll never hit a gas station up. I'll never do no petty crime. But let you be hungry for 3-4 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
The brain work different. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they do it like that to, you know, destroy our people. But it's our job, man, to fight it. That's what we got to do. We fight. So I went after music, man, and I gave it everything I got. So that's what gave me to be initiative, assertive. Like, I'm not going to play with myself. I'm not going to play with my life. My homies had their parents. They were straight. They ain't have to worry about, damn, boy, I don't know where to sleep, boy. I don't know, I ain't got no money. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to turn. So that made me grow up real early, man. So I was the one out the clique. I was like, what's this business called? Production group? I'm calling these people. Oh, you playing lick? Nah, I'm not. Yo, what's up, man? Looking for artists? Nah. Shout out DJ EFN. Drink Champs. Because I've been stepped the crazy hood back when I was 16, you know what I'm saying? That's how they know me. That's how I know EFN, you feel me? Like, he see me, he recognized me, you know, and it's all love and respect. Because he was one of the guys I reached out to when I was 16, because they had that record label, Crazy Hood. So I'm like, yo, what's up? I emailed them. They hit me back. No, you can send us our, you know, send us your demo, send your stuff. We'll give you some advice, this and that. You know, I was still a novice. You feel me? But that's how that, you know what I'm saying, that relationship or, you know, that acknowledgement came into play. So, yeah, that's how it started, man. And I got with New South production team, you know, Valentino Moore, Cliff, you know what I'm saying, Shawnee, shout out to Shawnee, songwriter, you know, big songwriter, Gary Adams, you know, Supernova Entertainment, Ball Like a Dog, you know what I mean? Will the real one, may he rest in peace. The poet.
The poet, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember him.
I was a part of that. I was a
Okay.
part of that team. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So then we started with them, man. Then, you know, by late 2003, we had enough potential, man. And shout out to JT Money. JT Money, he came through New South and Tino and them put that together. JT gave us a verse. Shout out to Audio Jones, the producer, because he was there too. He was a part of that. So we all came and we did a song together, and JT gave us a verse. That's when Miami had no rap scene.
Right.
So that's when Lil Jon, when them was taking off, Trillville, Scrappy, you know.
Yeah.
Get on my level.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then we took a trip to Atlanta, man, 2,000 CDs. And we ended up making a lot of noise in ATL.
Wow.
So that's how it started to grow to another,
Wow.
you know.
So you guys were just handing out CDs for free,
Yeah.
just to get your name out there.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
like back in the day, remember you had the cassettes. You had the A side, the B side.
Yeah, A-side, B-side.
So all we had was 2 songs, A and B. You know, the single we had with JT Money, and then the other record we had, which was Beat Down Click, my group. You know what I mean? And then we was just hitting the streets, underground, downtown Atlanta, networking. Shout out DJ Quest. You know what I'm saying? DJ Quest, the champ. So we used to stay at his crib, you know, and we put in that work, man. Took a leap of faith.
Yeah.
You know, and it worked. It started working. Started doing shows with Crime Mob before Crime Mob had a deal. Started doing shows with them Franchise Boys before they had a deal. So it was 3 of us that kind of had like the 3 hottest records in A-Town. And I was supposed to be a senior. I was supposed to be in 12th grade.
Right.
Doing all this.
Right. Well, everybody was in 12th grade. I was already out there, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, that's how it transpired, man. And it's a long story, you know. You guys just asked me and, you know, help me pinpoint, you know what I'm saying? So I could.
So let me ask you something, bro. Like, you guys were amongst the up and coming new artists and everything. Obviously, you guys were on the road with them as well. What stopped your crew, the music group, your group, from blowing up with like they did?
Man, that's a real good question. Well, you know, man, I guess everything is a learning experience for everyone,
Yeah,
right? Instead of pointing fingers, blaming and shaming, and you know what I'm saying, trying to throw people under the bus, we're not going to do that. You know, I would say it's more like a learning experience, man. That sometimes things are very fragile.
Okay.
Them situations can be very fragile. So if you have a lot of people involved in the group, it only takes one person to say the wrong thing, and
Business is over with.
yeah.
More like an ego, prideful thing.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, definitely. There could be numerous things. It could be ego. It could be inexperience, lack of wisdom, not knowing how to operate, you know, not following through. A lot of principles and variables that matter in business, whether it's music, this, that, it don't matter. In corporate, it's the same fundamentals.
Yeah, it is.
So if you lack any of those variables, there's a lot of variables got to line up. But you have to line every single one of them for everything to go. So sometimes one of the variables will be off. And if one of them things is off, it could, you think that little screw right there is not going to make the car swerve off the road. You'll be surprised. You get what I'm saying? So I think it was, you know, things like that, you know, on behalf and, you know, as my end being young, because that happened like with that situation there, I wasn't 18 yet. I still wasn't 18.
Yeah,
so,
you were still, even if you was 18, you was still young, learning everything.
you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had managers. I had them handle that. So whatever transpired. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, those certain situations didn't go down as it would, but we kept rocking. You know, we kept rocking. It's like, okay, bam, couldn't do this. And I'm talking about we got albums ready. You know what I'm saying? Like they sent us back from Atlanta. Like it was 14 tracks. We about to,
Yeah.
you know, we did that. We got it all finished. But you know, life. You know, I'm just trying not to, like I tell you. You know what I'm saying?
We don't make excuses when it comes to life, brother. You know how it goes. We take
Yeah.
accountability for everything.
For everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I do. I take accountability for my mistakes. You know, but it's other things that happen that I'd rather, you know, because if I do open that, it's gonna be a can of worms. Because there's people involved, and you know, I'm not gonna play the blame game. And yeah, man, I ain't doing none of that.
Yeah.
You feel me? It's mistakes that grown men make or upcoming, because sometimes we get put in these situations as kids, and these situations aren't for kids.
True.
It's grown man situations. You know,
Grown man business.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, things like that, man. I'd rather just keep that response educated instead of, you know.
Yeah.
But there's more to it.
There's always more.
There's always more to it.
You know what I
bro.
mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Those that I'm pretty sure that people who've been in the game, you know, they could pinpoint what I'm talking about.
You went through all this at around 18, so yeah,
Yeah.
that's supposed to have been your senior year.
Yeah.
But you never quit. You kept going.
Yeah, I couldn't quit, man.
At what age would you say it started making sense to you, understanding the business standpoint of it all? You know, it's not just you being a good artist, you can make good music, but it's also about relationship.
Absolutely.
So when you say, you know, you and the group went through it, you know, things fell off here and there. Obviously, relationships,
Right.
disagreements, you know, a little bickering here and there, a little disagreement. A lot of time people don't understand pride got to be put to the side.
Mhm.
Right.
We just got to put our head down and grind.
We talk about that all the time.
All
bro.
the time, brother.
Yeah, we talk about it all the
Yeah.
time.
So what age for you, because being that you were so young, did it, when it finally clicked, you like, yo, dang, I wish I had this
Right.
knowledge when I was going through it.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. I would say that was 22 going on 23.
Mm.
By 23 is like I felt a difference. Like I felt like I broke free of something mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like something happened
Yeah.
where I was like, oh, this is how it's supposed to go.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Then, you know, I started to learn I started to educate myself on the mechanicals, the royalties, not just the music, because I put all my life into the
Being an
music,
artist, just
Right.
rapping, yeah.
Yeah.
the craft. But I had to now put time into the business.
That's smart of you.
Yeah.
Because a lot of artists don't know the side of the business side
Right.
of music.
Right.
Yeah, but go ahead, bro.
Because it is the music business. You feel me? So the business of it, you know, the contracts, the mechanicals, how do you publish? How do you copyright? How do you handle this? How do you do that? How do you get the money back? Who gets the money? Who accounts for it? What's ASCAP?
Who's gonna sign your check? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah.
What's the difference between, you know, 100%, 200%? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because these numbers exist. 200%. You know, on things that's unheard of. You get me? Point systems.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I always wanted to know about the point system
You know?
with the music industry.
mechanical.
Yeah, can you like touch on that a little bit?
Well, I'll touch on the 200%.
okay, okay.
So 200% mean 100%, right?
Mhm.
So depending on who you deal with, if they tell you 100%, you get 100%. That really means 50.
Okay.
You get me? So to reassure that conversation is solid, when they tell you get 100, you tell them you mean 200, right? And they'll be like, yeah. Then that means all of it.
Oh,
You get what I'm
see, I
saying?
never knew that.
Yeah,
part,
so these little things I learned growing up, you know, like, you know, even though Miami-Dade reached out to me, Miami-Dade College reached out to me to go talk to the class. As a high school dropout, they called me into the university, to the college, to the campus, to talk to the kids about me, my experience in the field. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I got presented the infamous Miami contract. I don't know if you guys know what that. Excuse me. I don't know if you know what that means, Al, but what it means is this in clear English, pretty simple terms, not using Latin, right? It says, whoever that presents that to you, it says they own your likeliness and your image and everything you do throughout the universe.
Wow.
So if we go to Pluto.
Wow.
You ain't going to Pluto, but you go to Pluto. You own there too.
That too, man. Yeah,
Where the
that's
check
crazy.
at? Where the
Ain't no
Plutonian-
check. You own.
You know what? Hey, I think sometimes those contracts could be a little tricky, man, with certain wordings and stuff. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I think
For
that's
sure.
what a lot of artists, new artists that are coming up, they get trapped at because they don't understand the language
Right.
of the contracts.
The jargon.
Man. Majority. That's why I'm glad you touched on that.
Yeah.
You know, for the young artists that may be watching, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, because you know, there is it's like open-ended sentences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or they'll tell you,
Unfinished sentences.
Yeah.
right? They'll tell, I need 6 albums. You know, this is you know, this contract goes for 6 albums. To make an example, but if they don't like those 6 albums,
You basically get shelved, right? Do they shelf you? Like,
they make 6 more.
Yeah, you got to start from scratch.
damn.
And if they
Scratch.
don't like those 6,
Scratch.
do it again.
Wow.
Do it again. You get what I'm saying?
So-
And then it turns into that. Put it to the side.
Yeah.
So you basically in a trap.
Yeah, it could be, man. But you really gotta be witty, man. You gotta be real smart because it is a double-edged sword. But at the same time, it's like we come from zero. So if you come from zero, and somebody come through, you know, like labels like to say, they are like a bank. You know what I mean? So if you don't got a bank, Atlantic come through, or some of these big labels come through and be like, hey, yo, Fab, man, I'll give you 3.5 right now. put you in the hole for 3.5. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna jump in that hole for 3.5, and I'm gonna make that 3.5 work.
You're supposed to.
You get me?
You're supposed to make it work.
Yeah.
Not go shopping, jewelry shopping, house shopping.
right.
You got to flip that money. You got to be a businessman all the way around, bro.
Right, bro, right.
Yeah.
So you can't get businessman ain't scared to get in debt.
No.
We run up that business credit line. We'll go get that 500,000 from the bank to go do some,
Business related, bro.
right.
Business related.
So it's having that same mentality with a record label, I believe. If they're willing to put this up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna use that money to further my product to make sure,
I tell dudes all the time, bro. Because when I used to be involved with the music thing, dudes to ask me questions, I tell them the same thing. I said, listen, bro, it ain't no different than what you do on the street, bro. It's just like you being fronted, whatever it is. I got to bring X back. So I got to do my darn best to make sure I don't mess this up and I triple what I'm getting, right?
Right.
I tell them it's the same thing. People think business and the street is two different. It's the same world, bro. It's just about hustling and hustling faster, smarter, harder.
Yeah, right.
You got to beat the competition. You got to wake up before the competition.
Right.
You got to always stay, ahead of everybody. It's like playing chess. One of the questions I do want you to answer for me when we start recording the next part 2.
Yeah.
I want to go into the mentors that you dealt with, the people you felt were your best mentors.
Okay.
That was able to really give you game, allow you to soak up game.
Right. Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And I also want us to go into black culture. You and I, we discussed that a lot about the culture, what's taking place in the culture.
Yeah.
The good,
Yeah.
the bad, because it's more bad than good. So we want to delve into that conversation to really break it down.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So once again, man, this is Fabio. He's a brand ambassador for Valon. This is part 1 of our interview.
Yes, sir.
We're finna come back with part 2. And as always, we want to remind you youngins out there, man, that's under 21. This is not for you. Don't even try it. And for those that are 21 and older, we ask you to drink responsible. You know what I mean? If you're gonna smoke, if you're gonna drink, make sure you're drinking in your comfort in your home. If you're gonna drink in the bars, in the club, make sure you know when to quit it. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you know your level, man. After a cup or two, that's all you can handle.
Yeah.
That's all you can handle, man. But like we always say, enjoy life. Life is meant to be enjoyed. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And reach for your goals, man.
Bro.
Fab, man, we love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Me and you, brother. You know how we do. Part 2 coming up. You know what I'm saying? Me and Al, we back. And we happy, man. We appreciate you guys, man. We love y'all. We missed y'all. And yes, baby. Hey, we ain't finna stop this go around, man. We ain't taking no more breaks. Right, Milk Dud? As always, we ask y'all to please like, comment, share, and follow, man. And most importantly, man, if you guys have any topics you wish for Al and I to touch on that's really helpful to the community, to our people, let us know, man, and we'll get to it, right?
And also, guys, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button.
You got to hit that like button.
Yeah, hit that like button, guys.
Click on it, man.
Click on it.
Click on it,
And subscribe.
Yeah, man.
Tell your mom, your dad, tell a brother, tell a friend. Just tell your pastor.
Man, hey, tell everybody you bump into, man. You guys seen them brothers for Change Tomorrow today? Because we changing lives. We love y'all as always, man. You guys stay blessed. We'll be back with part 2, all right?
Peace.
Love.
True.
You cannot take my mind. You cannot take my heart. You cannot take my soul. You cannot take my goals. You cannot stop my time. You cannot stop my grind. What's mine will always be mine. I was born to be a fighter, left alone in the fire. Had no one to come and save me. Had to learn I have to save me. Mama always told